What's your hurry?
Hurry? Me? What makes you think I'm in a hurry?
Do you realize you just answered my question with 3 questions of your own?
You think you're so smart. I bet you're not smart enough to know what's happening today.
Oh, let's see. What could you possibly be talking about? Is it possible that the boss is coming today?
Well, you're smarter than I gave you credit for. But what you didn't know is that the boss is already here.
He is? Where?
But he doesn't want to be disturbed.
Baloney. I know you. You're just trying to keep me away.
Yes, boy. I'm good.
What are you good at?
Boss, fancy meeting you here.
Cut the baloney. I told you I was coming. Where's the other one?
Other one? Oh, I told him you were coming, but he said he had something more important to do.
Nice try, jerk. If you thought you could keep me away from the boss, you're here.
You two is supposed to be a team. You ain't bickering among yourselves, are you?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Good. We've got to put our heads together to come up with a strategy that will work against those blasted Christians.
Well, sabotage usually works really well. Train wrecks, plane crashes, nothing gets my blood pumping like the newspaper headlines when an old lady gets run over by a bus.
Is that the best you got?
Yeah, we tried sabotage several times in previous campaigns. All it does is to get the survivors praying. And when they pray, God gets involved. Then, we're worse off than before.
Told you.
Huh. What I meant was, we should use sabotage in human relationship.
What's wrong with him?
Him? Oh, he's trying to think of new ideas. So what do you think about my idea? How about increasing the divorce rate or getting fathers to abandon their children?
You know what happens when a woman has a tragedy.
He's right. That would backfire. Whenever a woman has a tragedy, she starts going to church. That's the opposite of what we want.
What?
Yes.
What I meant was, instead of doing things that drive non-Christians to church, we should go after the people who are already Christians.
What now?
Oh, he gets jealous when I get a good idea.
What specifically did you have in mind?
What did I have in mind?
Specifically.
You want to know how we attack the Christians?
You do have a specific suggestion, don't you?
Yes, of course.
Well?
I'm trying to phrase it just the right way.
What about counterfeiting?
Counterfeiting? You mean printing bogus money?
Yes.
No.
Well, which is it?
What better way to get a Christian disgraced than to be arrested for counterfeiting and thrown into jail?
That's not quite what I had in mind.
What did you have in mind?
The idea is to make the sin look as attractive and desirable as the blessings of God.
No way.
What?
I like that idea.
Actually, it was my idea. Let me explain.
Okay.
The idea is to make the sin look as attractive and desirable as the blessings of God.
That's what he said. Give me an example.
An example.
Yes, you do have a specific example, don't you?
Sure, I have an example. I have lots of examples. I'm just trying to select the best example. As an example.
I'm waiting.
That church over there is a good example.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes, in that church, for instance, they preach that God's will is for man to reap rewards for doing good works, both in heaven and on earth.
And how do we counterfeit that?
We emphasize the rewards and de-emphasize the works it takes to get them. One Christian works hard, saves his money and buys a new car. But the second man buys the same car without the hard work and delay of saving up for it.
How does he do that?
He goes into debt.
Brilliant. If he's in debt, he can't give money to the church.
That was my idea.
Now, that church over there.
Yes.
Ha ha.
No way.
What about it?
At that church, They teach that their members should give to the poor. We take that teaching to the next level and make it look more noble.
What next level?
We make it mandatory to give to the poor. We replace Christian charity with government-mandated redistribution of income.
Yes, but if everybody makes the same, where are the rewards? Why would anyone want to work hard if he didn't get rewarded?
What was that?
What?
You know, he may have a point there. If people work hard and make a lot of money, wouldn't they resent having to give away their rewards?
Well, of course, the counterfeit is not exactly like the original. We have to counter the resentment by making them feel guilty that they have more money than the poor. We tell everybody it looks more Christian if everybody is equal.
Well, I suppose.
Speaking of rewards, can we talk about my reward for coming up with a good idea?
Wait a minute. Didn't you just say that everyone should be equal? Based on a play by Bob Snook, Conditions for Use. Do not sell any part of this script, even if you rewrite it. Pay no royalties, even if you make money from the performance. You may reproduce and distribute this freely, but all copies must contain this statement.